Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Jimmy Jinglez, coming to you here from the basement of James Seagraves' house. He wanted me one last time to put on the old, put on the special appearance. Don't mind that girl in the back. She's in the back helping sort the elf outfits back there. Don't worry about that. But anyway, it's Jimmy Jinglez here for one last holiday bonus special that I'm doing here. I'm contractually obligated to do several appearances here, and this is the last one. Speaking of the last one, I'm here to tell you that we're finally at the last week of the regular MUSL playoff bracket here. Don't mind that. It's not beginning to look a lot like Christmas, I promise. It will be on Thursday and Friday, though. Anyway, Christmas came early for a couple people. And that is, I didn't even update this thing because we've been busy little elves here. But the sidebar is basically the same. We're gonna talk about the Final Four, then the suck bracket, and all that stuff. But anyway, so we had the Final Four this week in the MUSL, and we had some real good games, really close games. The Final Four were Louis Diana, Bonnie Monahan, Eric Minturn, and the lovable Paul, smile for me, Daddy, I want to see your grill, Wallenwine. So, in the first game, keep in mind that these are, with this first matchup here, we had, former champion Louis Diana taking on multiple Final Four appearancer. Is that a word? I don't know if that's a word or not, but anyway, yeah, it's good for the voice, I tell you. Anyway, Louis Diana's That's a Chunky came up quite a bit short here. I know a thing about being short, believe me. Not in the bedroom either, but, maybe. But, anyway, post-swag, Bonnie Monahan's team dropped 74 points compared to That's a Chunky's 54, knocking Louis Diana out of the main competition. He will be playing in the third place game here. And who will he be playing against? He'll be playing against Paul Wallenwine, who had a lead going into Monday Night Football, but then Aaron Jones, who got denied 2 touchdowns early in the game by, Corey Dillon's long-lost relative. He finally got a touchdown at the end of the game, and then he fumbled the ball, which made it interesting, but still, Eric Minturn's Pay Calvin His Money makes history, becoming the first wild card lottery pick to make it to the big dance, the MUSL Bowl. Now, some people are no doubt going to be like, well, that's not fair. I won 8 games. I won 7 games. This guy only won 6 games. Well, he did win 6 games, okay? It's not like he was 2-9 and saved his entire roster to play. He won 6 games. I got him 6 tickets. And this is the way the MUSL League works. Sometimes there's magic involved. And I know a lot about magic, believe me. And right now, Minturn's team is on a magical high. So the question is, will there be enough magic left in the tank for Pay Calvin His Money to knock off Bonnie Monahan's post-swag, who has way more pedigree as a MUSL owner? She's made it to the Final Four a couple times, knocked out that lovable James Seagraves once in the Elite Eight, knocked off his wife this year in the Elite Eight. So she's been here a few times, never been this far. She's for the first time in the finals. Congratulations to Bonnie. Congratulations to Eric. You're both playing for the big prize. Now, in terms of the prizes, lest we forget that there's one more game for Paul Wallenwine and Louis Diana, the third place game. All these people have already been paid their $50. But now, Paul and Louis, yeah, where Louis at? Ain't heard that in a while, have you, pal? Anyway, Louis and Paul will be squaring off for an extra $70, which means that third place is getting $120 altogether on a $20 entry fee. That's not bad for third place, you know. And then the second place finisher in the main MUSL Bowl will be getting an extra $300, making $350, plus potentially a conference bonus, which I don't think either of these guys won, actually. And then, of course, the winner will get $750 additional dollars, so $800. And you know what's really appropriate for the most part here is that I don't know if there's a Monday Night Football game this week, but most games are going to be on Saturday or Sunday. And, of course, Sunday is Christmas, so one of these teams potentially will know if they got the ultimate Christmas present, which is winning the Ultimate Survivor League of Michigan, that is. So there you go. That's your final Pay Calvin His Money versus Post-Wag. And then, just here so I don't get fined, taking on That's a Chunky. We still got this thing up here? No, we don't. We don't have this thing up here. We have this thing up here? Yeah. Yeah, we might have it on here. Let's see. Nope. Jimmy Jinglez doesn't have all the tools that the regular guy has. But anyway, so going down, we're going to skip the roster analysis because we ain't got time for that stuff. Ain't nobody got time for that. We go down the suck bracket, which I thought was only a week behind, but turns out they're 2 weeks behind. So, this week we are in the Elite 8 now, I believe, of the suck bracket, which will mean the Final Four will be held in Week 17, and then, of course, the final game will be in Week 18, which is new to me, because Week 18 seems stupid, but still. Anyway, your Elite 8, after the Black Hole narrowly defeated Hittin' Rugs this week, 79.47 to 77.03. The Black Hole, or as we like to say, the Black Hole, they are in their Elite 8, and they're going to be taking on Shark Attack. Now, this is important here, people, because this is Eric Minturn as well. And never in the history of the league has someone made it to the finals in both brackets. I don't think they've even made it to the Final Four. So Minturn could have a big day. He could have history in the making here, folks. If Shark Attack wins, he'll be in the Final Four of the suck bracket. Then we had another really close game this week is Namtab Knights, which of course is Michael Myers taking on Justin Redding here, most known unknown. They won by 2 points, punching their ticket to the Elite 8 in the suck bracket. They'll be playing up against Marlin Incorporated. Paul Ward finally knocked off Alshon Jeffrey didn't kill himself. Parker Dalton had a pretty good run into the suck bracket, but it ended. Marlin Incorporated will take on Namtab Knights this week in the Elite 8. And then the other side of the bracket, the lovable Bracy Trudell finally goes down. Another 2-point game. There's a lot of 2-point games in the suck bracket. Squadrels, who he by his own admission, he left a lot in the tank, hoping to get lucky on the draw. So he's sitting pretty good for this playoff run here with the suck bracket. 7:53. I better hurry up this podcast. I still got to shower and take a kid to school. Santa sleigh, better be ready. Squadrels moves on to the Elite 8. They'll be playing Muckers, the lovable Scott Muckovitz, who beat Rocky Keeling pretty badly, not by 2 points, more like by 41 points, I believe. Muckers taking on Squadrels. And then in your final matchup here, Your Mother Likes My Defense. He had a good showing, 77 points. He lost to Better Bring Air Game, who, believe me, brought it this week as he dropped 92 points on former champion Alan Harvey, who goes home for the next couple weeks. But they'll be back for the playoff challenge. We'll talk about that at the end like we do every week now, just to remind you people that we're not done here. Better Bring Your A Game. Who will they be playing? Well, this is something pretty cool. Cloacal Kiss took out Jamie Phelps. Congratulations, Jamie Phelps. You had a good season. You ended up 6-5, made it to the Sweet 16 of the suck bracket. But you weren't enough to take off the defending champion, Cloacal Kiss, Maddie Bradley. Now, if you notice here, if you win a championship, for the rest of your life, you're going to be like Hall of Famer Rod Woodson, or Hall of Famer Jerry Rice. Every time your name gets brought up, we will say former champion Cloacal Kiss. And even though Cloacal Kiss isn't in the big money running, the former champion Cloacal Kiss has finally, or officially, punched their ticket into the Elite 8, 2 wins away from becoming the first person ever to win a championship in the muscle bracket and the suck bracket. So a lot of history still up for grabs here, folks. So what we have here in the Elite 8 of the suck bracket, one more time, we have the Black Hole taking on Shark Attack. Eric Minturn versus Rob Bradley. Got a couple Bradleys here. Namtab Knights, which is, of course, Michael Myers. It's usually Santa season, but this time Michael Myers coming out of Halloween and maybe trying to make some history here in the holiday season as well. Taking on Paul Ward. Then we got Square Deal Neal himself, Squadrels, taking on Scott Muckovitz, the Muckers. Rob Jazerski's Better Bring Your A Game taking on Cloacal Kiss. That's your Elite 8, okay? That's how that goes. Now we go to the Super Squares. Now, I'll tell you what. In the grand scheme of things, obviously, Louis Diana he lost this weekend. But so he'll be playing in the third place game. But I'll tell you what, he has not lost. In fact, he's won these squares way too many times. And Mrs. Elf back there, she's like, you gotta really evaluate how you do these squares. I got news for y'all. This is all luck. It's all luck. Who would have thought the Panthers and Jets would have been a good square? Well, some people would have thought they're good squares for the bad weeks. But this thing's so all over the place, it's impossible to predict what's going to happen. Just some people are lucky. Louis Diana being one of them. You know, he got another win here. So that means he's won this thing. Let's see, one. Well, that's not that exciting. Just one time? No. 2, 3, and now 4 times. He's won this thing 4 times now. That's 100. Well, he split 1 week, but still. The Carolina Panthers mustered up 21 rushing yards all day. And then, of course, the Jets, playing that now, all of a sudden, somewhat formidable Lions defense, held them to 50 rushing yards. So, Louis Diana had the Panthers and the Jets. Panthers and the Jets got him another $29 in his stocking. Can you believe it? Anyway, and this week we have, we're almost done with the season here, folks. We have the wide receiver with the most receiving yards. And we're all done with the bye weeks now, so all the teams will be playing again. This last week, yeah, we've been done, I guess. It doesn't seem like it, though, because there's so many games on Saturday, you know? Anyway, don't forget the playoff challenge is going to start. So if you've been eliminated from the regular bracket or the suck bracket, you will get a new invite pretty soon talking about the playoff challenge when all the rosters are reset and you try to win free entry into next year. Anyway, I got to go wake up my son and get in the shower, go to work. So enjoy yourself. Merry Christmas, everybody. You won't see me again until we talk about who won this whole thing. But hope you all have a holly jolly one and stay safe out there. It's supposed to get a pretty big North Pole-like storm coming. So maybe 4 inches isn't North Pole. But it is what happens here every night.